Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? This is Mitch. I'm coming to you live from the Lamppost coffee shop in the Austin, Texas area. Hope you're having a good day today. Does YouTube really suck? What do you think? Hang on a second. There's something wrong. That's what going live will do to you. Okay. I was just checking chat. Nothing going on really. But YouTube. Does YouTube suck? It's Halloween. And we're thinking about Dracula, Frankenstein. And I'm wondering if YouTube sucks like Dracula. I don't know. Sometimes I think so. I know people often think that YouTube sucks because they seem to be doing a lot of posting and not getting much response. So, therefore, YouTube sucks. It's not that their video sucks or that their content sucks. It's YouTube that sucks. And certainly there's things about the algorithm that suck because we really don't understand how the algorithm works, and we're always trying to figure out how to play the algorithm so that we can get some views and get some subs and monetize and make money. That's what it's all about, right? So, I don't know. I don't think YouTube sucks because it's free. How could it suck? All you got to do is make a video and upload it and post it. I mean, how could that suck? How could that be sucky? I don't know. Maybe I suck. I feel like I suck. I mean, it's a Friday morning and I'm getting off to a really slow start. My coffee hasn't quite hit yet. But anyway, this is my live stream number 20. And we're slowly starting to get the hang of it, slowly starting to get comfortable with the setup. And our audio has been the main issue because you're coming live from a coffee shop and you've got background noise to deal with and all that kind of good stuff. So I've been dealing with trying to get my audio set up. That's been my main headache. But anyway, all right, let's talk about what we're going to do today in terms of our format. I felt like I needed some structure to the live stream, especially here at the beginning when we're just getting started. We needed some sort of menu, some sort of recipe, some sort of guidelines to go through the chat. Go through the stream until chat pops up and we start getting some people in chat to give us some questions and so on. So boy, YouTube may suck, but that coffee sure is good this morning. Have you got your coffee? Let me know in comments how my audio is sounding. That's the main thing I need to discover. I've got the sound coming into my ears, of course, and I'm trying to do the best balancing act I can to make the sound, to make the quality of the audio, because truth be told, audio is more important than video. The quality of the audio is much more important. People can put up with lousy video, it can look really crappy. But if your audio sounds awful, then it's just a game. It's just a killer. It just, I can put up with poor video much easier than I can poor audio. That's why I've been so fixated on trying to get this correct. And I go on YouTube and I check for help. I type in a search for help with audio noise levels in restaurants and cafes, and try to get some YouTube audio expert to give me some advice on how to set up and get rid of the background noise when you're coming from a live location like a coffee shop. And I got a lot of videos showing me what to do if I'm in my studio, how to get rid of noise in my studio. But there was not much out there about helping me get rid of the noise and adjust my audio levels from a coffee shop. And that's because it's not that easy. And I assume that when most YouTubers go live, they go live from their studio. They don't go live from a public location like I'm in. So just to give you an idea of where I'm broadcasting from, this is the coffee shop. Let me see if I can rotate the camera. Hang on. Let's see. Good morning. Have you got your coffee? I was going to show you where we're broadcasting from. Coffee shop. So as you can see, I'm stuck over here against a wall. And it's kind of fun. I like it. I like going live from a public location. Well, if you look at our format, we were talking about giving some structure to our live stream and giving us some sort of a menu to go by. For the next couple of weeks, this is the format I'll be going by. We'll have an intro where we just sort of get going, try to get some coffee in us and try to get our juices flowing and try to get our energy level up and all that kind of good stuff. Start talking. And then we'll go to YouTube and we'll at random pick us a channel and we'll do some critiquing. We'll try not to be too picky. I mean, I don't want to be real critical, so I even don't know if I like the word critique. The main thing I want to do is look at these random YouTube channels and have us look at their thumbnails, their title, their intro, their overall content, the presence of the host, the speaker, what are they like on camera, and see what we can learn from what other YouTubers are doing by looking at a channel and sort of doing a deep dive on what they're doing. Again, if you've just popped in, we're going live from the Lamppost coffee shop in the Austin, Texas area. My name is Mitch. Good morning. Hope you have your coffee. Jump into chat, say hi. We're fixing to go look at a random YouTube channel. And we're going to do some critiquing. Well, let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. Let's do some surfing. Now look at some thumbnails. and see what thumbnails stick out. Something else we can do is put in a subject. We can do a search. Let's see, what do we want to, what topic, what niche do we want to look at this morning? How about eating? How about eating food? Eating videos, eating noodles. How about eating food? Do a search for eating food. Now let's pick us a random thumbnail. Kind of see. Good. Worst drive-through. Well, let's see. Man, I've been watching a lot of Mythical Morning, and see how YouTube is pushing Mythical Morning to me because I've been watching it lately. Jeez, give me a break. It's not what I want. I think we'll go back. I'm getting a bunch of. Let's go back to. All right, let's I'll type in random streams. All right, let's see. Here's some gaming streams. Polling streamers with awful 0.8 million views. Holy cow. How to find and watch random live streams. Random streams tested with plumbers. That was 5 years ago. Let's find something a little bit more recent. Donating $10,000 to random. Goodness gracious. Why is it so hard? I'm just looking for somebody. Maybe I need to find another topic. These are all gamers. You type in random streams and all you get is gamers. Well, let's see. Jump into chat. Give me an idea here. I want us to find a. Yesterday we did house cleaning. What about all right, let's go with car detailing. Car detailing. Step-by-step guide. There's 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Look at all these shorts. Come on. Where's the long form? YouTube's being taken over by shorts. Creating a hoarder's lived-in car for free. All right, let's look at that one. This one right here. This one right here. I'm going to turn the music down a bit, and I want to come in a little bit closer on this one right here. Cleaning the nastiest car bought at auction. Let's do that one. Or do we want to do this one? Detailing takes to avoid. You tell me which looks good. Well, this is the one that I pointed out right here. Cleaning a hoarder's lived-in car for free. All right, what we want to do, this is what we're going to rate the channels on. We're going to look at their thumbnail, look at the title, look at their intro, look at their screen presence, look at the content of the overall video, and then give it an overall rating. Well, that's what we're dealing with here. So let's look at the thumbnail. What do you think about the thumbnail? He's got the inside photo of a car. What a mess. A hoarder's car, lived-in car. He's going to clean it out for him for free. Free car detail. He's got in text with a red arrow, and then he's got this emoji, the throw-up emoji. Excuse me. Well, what do you think about the thumbnail? A, B, C, or D? Does it go along with the title? Cleaning a hoarder's lived-in car for free. Yep, pretty much ties into the title, so that's good. This particular video got 1.5 million views. It was posted a year ago. The Detail Geek. That's the name of the channel, the label, the Detail Geek. Well, let's bring him up and see. Now, remember this thumbnail, and the title is Cleaning a Hoarder's Lived-In Car for Free. Let's take a look. Let's bring it up. And what we want to do...
Take a look at the car.
Oh my God.
The owner of this...
What we want to do is look at
this 2005 Infiniti...
We want to look at the intro. We want to look at the first 20 to 30 seconds. And according to the thumbnail and according to the title, he's going to clean a hoarder's car for free. Now let's see how he starts off this video. We want to look at the first 20 seconds and see how he gets going.
Take a look at the car.
Oh my God.
The owner of this 2005 Infiniti G35 has been living out of the car for the last year. Some of you might call this hoarding. Others may call it mental illness. But either way, I've got a big job to do. This car has been places it never should have gone, is packed full of a mountain of garbage, but by the time I'm done cleaning it today, it's going to change the owner's life.
All right, that's pretty good intro. He got right into it. He didn't waste any time. We're, what, 20 seconds in? And he's pretty much laid out what the thumbnail and the title promised us. He told us he was going to take a hoarder's car and clean it, and he got right to it. He didn't waste any time, so that's a good intro. And it's a good thumbnail and a good title. So far, he's batting 1,000. So I'm going to give him a B+ so far. What do you think? You agree? Well, let's continue. Let's see where he goes from here. We're 26 seconds in, and we've pretty much confirmed that the thumbnail and the title were dead on. Detail Geek.
Okay guys, well you might have noticed that the driver's window here is half open, and that's because it's actually stuck like that. Though the owner did tell me that if I disconnect the negative on the battery, that it'll be able to go back up, but unfortunately I didn't have any luck with that. So I need to get this gap taped off with some tuck tape so that I can get to work on pressure washing the car and avoid soaking the interior in the process.
Okay, he's got a nice mixture of voiceover, and then he brings in some music and then going into some fast speed, some quick speed. So that's good. Shows me he's not going to waste our time. He's doing some decent editing here so far. Okay, it's a 22-minute video, 22 minutes, and he's taking a lot of time. Although it's in double the speed, he's speeding things up. He's spending a lot of time showing us cleaning the car. What do you think? Should he speed along here, or are you starting to get bored yet? Do we need to see every square inch of the car being washed, or could he do some quick editing and push us ahead a little quicker? Okay, he's spending a lot of time showing us cleaning the car. Now I want you to look at this this view up here. See the graph right up here? Notice how the viewership dropped during this period. See how it went down? Because he's spending too much time showing us the car. He could have edited out much of this stuff. He's spending way too much time, even though it's speeded. You know, he's speeded it up or something. You know, he's showing it to us a little quicker. He still spent a lot of time showing us cleaning the whole car. So let's go to this first peek here. See if that's better. Okay. So he's added some soap. All right, well, so far, does he do any talking? He's going to see what he does to the engine here.
Reforestation efforts there after all the wildfires. So basically he's been working as a tree planter and even planted over 6,000 trees in one day. But this sort of work requires him to travel to some remote areas that aren't well suited for a small car like this. So that explains why the car is so dirty. But as for the mess inside, well, I don't have an exact answer for you on that one, but I will say that he's not the one who brought the car to me. His brother-in-law actually was the one to reach out to see if I'd be interested in taking this detail on, as he was recently evacuated from out near Jasper due to the wildfire and was back home. The family saw the state of the car and, well, they had to try to help him in some way. So no question, this is a lot more than just a regular car detail, which I'm happily doing for free today. Most people, myself included, have struggled in some way at some point in their life, and if it weren't for the kindness and help from others, things may have turned out very differently. So I'm happy to be helping to improve the owner's life, even if it's just in a small way.
Okay, so let's see, we're 7 minutes into the video before we find anything out about the owner of the car and the story. He's telling us the story of him helping this person out with cleaning his car for free. It's 7 minutes into the video. I don't know why he waited so long. I guess maybe he felt like that was a good place to do it, but we're 7 minutes in and we're just now finding out about the story here. I'm not so sure he could have done that sooner. Okay, still doing a lot of cleaning here.
Various personal items. Normally, I would take the time to separate out the obvious garbage and then set anything aside that the owner might want to keep. Usually that's personal items or loose change, papers, that sort of thing. But in this case, I received explicit instructions from the owner's family to put everything, garbage included, into garbage bags because the owner didn't want anything getting thrown out that he might need. So while this is the first time I've ever been instructed to do that, I'll certainly oblige because I don't want to be the cause of any sort of mental anguish. And speaking of that, it was right at this very moment that the owner's dad actually popped out to the studio here because his son was worried about the stick and feather that had been sitting on the dash. I guess it has some sort of personal significance to him, so I happily grabbed that for his dad, and then I actually ended up having a nice chat with him too. Once he was gone though, I put my head down and got back to work emptying out this car.
Boy, that's a lot of junk. Okay, looks like we're getting the idea of what he's doing here. He's doing a voiceover, and it doesn't look like he's doing a lot of face-to-face talking to us, the audience. I wish he would sort of break up the pattern here. It's a good way to keep it interesting is to break up the pattern of what you're doing. Basically, he's setting up a pattern here of quickly showing us a speed up version of him cleaning the car, and then he's doing a voiceover, stopping every once in a while to do a voiceover explaining what he's doing. And he has still not stopped down to look at us as an audience, to look at me as a viewer. And I wish he could stop somewhere along in here and face the camera and talk into the camera and look at us. I think that would help break up things and sort of disrupt the pattern and make this a little bit less boring. I mean, it's fun to watch him clean up. Car is filthy, but still, I want to see him look at me in the camera and talk to me. Okay, I think we get it. I think we understand that it's a dirty car and you got to do a lot of cleaning. I think we pretty much got the idea. More of the same. Music. You know, again, he's not doing anything on camera. It's all pretty much the same watching him wash the car.
Okay, as I steam clean the center console here with all-purpose cleaner, I wanted to quickly remind you guys about the playlists I have on the channel. Now, if you happen to enjoy seeing super dirty vehicles get cleaned up to look new and like to binge watch, then I've got the perfect playlist for you. Or if you enjoy work truck details, super muddy vehicles, owner reactions, well, you get the point. I've got a number of different playlists on the channel, like the abandoned vehicles one, where you'll see me take on some pretty wild vehicles.
Okay, they're sort of an advertisement talking about his other videos that are available to watch, and we're 20 minutes in. Look at the spikes here at the bottom. All of the see where the viewership spikes and then it levels off and then it continues to spike again here toward the end. We're 27 minutes in now. Looks like he's about to wrap it up. And let's see what he, still more music or is he talking? Let's see. Let's move this thing up. See him wrap things up. Looks pretty dang good.
Hey, come on in. Take a look at the car.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
that's crazy.
Doesn't even look like the same vehicle.
A little different, eh?
Major.
Holy cow.
Holy smokes.
Definitely shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a look inside.
I'm excited to see what the inside looks like, big
Oh
time.
wow. Not even the same car.
Oh wow, he's definitely gonna be happy with this one.
Yeah.
The carpets and
Holy cow.
everything.
Yeah, it came out really, really good.
Definitely has a better smell.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was something to left to be desired before, that's for sure. Yeah.
It looks really
That's
good.
awesome. That's a total transformation, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's looking good, so
That's
No, it
looking
looks
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. Well,
hopefully he'll be happy with it.
yeah. 100%.
Okay, so the big reveal. Now let's see if he wraps this thing up. How's he end it?
Thought they would be, though I guess I couldn't really see anything because of all the stuff that was in there, so it kind of makes sense. But anyways, the car.
Okay, he is finally, at the end, actually talking to us on camera. I wish he would have done more of this along the way throughout the video instead of just at the end. It would have broken up all that monotony of watching him wash the car and all that background music. If he'd have just jumped in every once in a while and did a stand-up like this, I think it would have been so much more entertaining.
Car is clean and fresh now, so if you guys enjoyed this transformation, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next.
Okay, let's talk about the content. What do you think? And his screen presence. The thing is, he didn't really have a screen presence, much of a screen presence, except here at the end, in terms of trying to evaluate somebody on camera and how comfortable they are. He basically did a voiceover, and maybe he doesn't like talking into the camera. Maybe he makes him nervous, and that's understandable. But the only way you're going to get better at talking on camera is to do it. And so I wish he would do more of it. But in terms of content, what do you think? An A, B, C, or D? Let me know what you think. He had a good thumbnail. Title's good. The intro was good because he got right into it. But I don't know. I think he could have done some editing, and I think he could have done some inserts of him talking on camera, broken things up a bit, maybe changed a little bit. He didn't give us any tips that I could tell. He didn't give us any suggestions on, how to clean something that is in such terrible shape. Like, did he say anything about what he used on cleaning the headlights or something like that? Any sort of cleaning products that he suggests? I mean, I don't know if he gave us any tips. That's the other thing. So in terms of content, I'm going to have to drop him down to a C. I'm going to give him probably an A on the thumbnail and title. Maybe the only thing about the intro I didn't like was that it was so abrupt. I mean, it was right inside that door he started talking. It just sort of catches you off guard a little bit. But anyway, the intro was good too, so I'm going to give him a B on the intro. So A on thumbnail, A on title, B on intro. Screen presence, oh man, there really wasn't much of a screen presence at all, so C minus. And content, C. So by the time you add all that stuff up, in terms of an overall rating, how do I feel about it? I don't know. Help me out. What do you think? I guess I'm going to go with a C plus, I guess, for an overall rating. It could be so much better if he would break up some of the monotony of just watching him wash. There's got to be some ways that he could engage the audience better, some ways that he could talk to us. But evidently he's doing a pretty good job, because this this video has over 1 million views and he's got 3 million subscribers, so he's doing something right. What can we learn? Any lessons to learn from watching that video? Well, I think for sure he showed how to do a title and a thumbnail and tied those closely together. He pretty much did a great job on the title, thumbnail, and the intro. The only issues that, the only things that I was pointing out was the content. I think it could have been much better, the flow of the video itself and his screen presence. I would like to have seen him speak more into the camera face to face and talk to us one-on-one, because when you're thinking about engaging with the person on the other side of the lens, you want to look at them every once in a while. So, well, all right. Talking about looking into the lens every once in a while. So what do you think of that video overall? What grade would you have given him for that video? He must be doing something right. 3 million subscriptions and over 1 million views on that video. It's pretty good. Well, we've looked at our YouTube critique. Now we're going to go down and maybe do some questions here. What do you think? If you have any questions, throw them into chat. See what's on your mind. Here's a question. Why do most creators quit? I wonder what the percentage is of people who start YouTube channels and quit. Well, why don't we find out real quick? I'm going to go into chat and I'm just going to ask ChatGPT that question. What is the, may not know, what is the percentage of YouTube creators who begin a channel and then quit? It may not have an answer. I couldn't find a reliable industry-wide statistic that pins down percentages. According to one survey cited by a creator economy site, 71% of content creators said they considered quitting creating content altogether. 71%. The same article noted 90% of content creators have experienced burnout at some point. Some YouTube-focused commentators, some YouTube-focused commentary claims over 90% of YouTube channels fail. They don't gain traction. 90%. Other posts claim 90% of YouTubers fail. But again, the sources vary. So, YouTube doesn't publish data on how many creators stop creating. All right, so why do they quit? Why do they have channels that don't gather traction? Well, there's got to be some answers. What do you think? Have you started a channel and thought about quitting? I guess it's the obvious reason is because they're not getting the views. They're not getting the subs. They're not monetizing. And it's very hard to stay motivated when you're not making money, when you're not getting any positive feedback. So they just give up on it. And I think maybe another reason is some creators begin a YouTube channel and they are expecting more than what is possible. I mean, they've got unrealistic expectations. They look at YouTube and they look at, especially these younger YouTubers who are in their 20s, they look at those YouTube channels and they see all these people making all of this content and getting all these views. I mean, we just saw this guy washing a car and he's got 3 million subs and he's cleaning a car. He's washing a car and has music in the background. And it had over 1 million views. And you look at that and you, as a creator, and you think, well, how is that possible? Here I put up a channel, I put up a video and nobody's watching it. So you can see why people quit. They get discouraged. I think the bottom line for me is that I love and passionate about YouTube and about social media in general. I think the whole thing is fascinating. And to me, it doesn't care. I really don't care. You know, I don't get discouraged if my videos don't get viewers because I'm learning. To me, it's a journey. And I love the journey. It's like being on a long walk. How can you get discouraged on a long walk? But I guess you get discouraged if you have this preconceived idea of a destination. Like, ooh, I'm going to get rich. I'm going to have millions of viewers and I'm going to be monetized and I'm going to make $6,000 a month or whatever. Maybe that's the end of the journey that you're looking at. But to me, it's about enjoying the process. If you really love creating videos and you enjoy the process, then you won't quit. I mean, it's like a golfer who's passionate about playing golf. Ask that guy to give up golf. Lord have mercy. Not going to happen. So I think creators quit also because they don't see it as a business. They see it as a hobby. And it's easy to give up on a hobby when you stop having fun. But when you see YouTube creation, YouTube channels and content creation as a business, you do it whether you're having fun or not. You do it because it's a business and you take it seriously. Okay, how do I balance authenticity with playing the algorithm? All right, playing the algorithm. Can the algorithm be tricked? Can you do some things to help trick the algorithm into pushing you views? Because the goal of YouTube is to get a viewer and have that viewer stay on YouTube long enough to show them some ads. That's the bottom line. It's an ad-driven platform. That's where they get their money, from showing ads. And of course from people like me who pay the premium, monthly premium, so that they don't have to watch ads. But the goal for YouTube is to get viewers on YouTube and to stay and to spend time watching videos. And that's how the algorithm is set up. So you have to ask yourself, is there a way for me to trick the algorithm? Or is that even possible? And on the other hand, if I'm trying to do things to trick the algorithm, is that going to be a way of doing videos that is authentic? Is it going to be the real me that is doing that video, or is it going to be doing some sort of idea of what I think the algorithm desires of me? Is it going to be me, or is it going to be me trying to trick the algorithm? This balance of authenticity and playing with the algorithm. With AI and the way things are developing these days, it's like authenticity is the catchword. That's what everybody's talking about these days, being authentic, being real, and trying to show your uniqueness. You want to know how to stand out? Be unique. Be yourself. Be authentic. Me, I don't worry about the algorithm. I'm not a scientist, a data engineer. I don't understand algorithms. I can read about how they work, and I can read about how YouTube uses its algorithm to push content to create to people, to viewers who are interested in something. So I can understand that from a surface level, but digging in deep into the way the algorithm works, to me, is not interesting at all. I just want to be involved in the whole community, involved in the process of creating videos and being on YouTube and being on social media. To me, that's part of being fun. And the way you stand out is being authentic. There's nobody that's going to be like me, thank God. Okay, how can I make my channel stand out when everyone's doing the same thing? Well, I just hinted at it from my first idea about standing out is to be yourself, be unique. There's nobody like you. There's nobody who's going to create content that is exactly like you. And when you think about creating content, it's important to realize that there's a person on the other side of that lens there. I'm speaking to a person right now. Now, it may be a person that is watching me live. It may be a person who watches me tomorrow. It may be someone watching me 6 months from now. It could be someone who comes along my video a year from now. But I'm talking to you. I'm talking to a single person. And the idea in terms of authenticity and in terms of standing out and in terms of how I can stand out from the other channels is based in my connection to you on the other side of the camera. And the idea that I'm here to help you, I'm here to entertain you, I'm here to provide you some information, I'm here to provide you a place to hang out and chat, I'm here to build a community that involves you as a part of the community. Those are the ways you stand out. Everyone's doing the same thing. Boy, that's for sure. Copycats are all over YouTube. But you see somebody post a video that takes off, and boy, I mean, everybody starts doing those videos. So, how can you make your channel stand out? By being unique. By being unique. And being creative. Letting your own ideas and your own creativity come into your channel. Do something that no one's ever done before. See what happens. Should I post the same content on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube? Well, I'll tell you what I do. When I do shorts, I do a lot of shorts. And when I make a short, I post it on Facebook Reels. I post it on X. I post it on TikTok. I post it on Instagram. I post it on my YouTube channel. And I post it on LinkedIn. That's what I do with my shorts. Now, in terms of long form, it depends. Because long form can be edited for each platform. TikTok and Instagram are really not made for long form. They're made for shorts and for live shorts and for you getting on your phone and doing something quick. And YouTube is the long form channel, and I think LinkedIn is a missed opportunity. If you're not on LinkedIn, you need to jump over to LinkedIn and start posting. It's becoming much bigger in terms of the social media landscape, but it's more business minded. It's more about people looking for jobs. It's more about, the industries that are out there hiring people, and it's about business management, and it's about, the entertainment industry, and it's more of a professional, what I would say a professional business-minded channel. So if you got some long form, you might want to re-edit it and, sort of make the content more suitable to that type of an audience, because it is a different audience. And Facebook, if you're posting on Facebook, Facebook is becoming much older. It's for folks in their, I would say, age 45 and above. So if you're old like me, you want to be on Facebook, because that's where most of your older audience is going to be located, as opposed to, say, TikTok. So should you post content on sure. You want to post on you want to post on all of them, as many platforms as you can, and you want to do it consistently. You want to spread yourself out over all those platforms. If you've got content already created, why not repackage it and go ahead and submit it to these other platforms? Because that's the day and age we're living in. It's no longer about, just one platform. There's so many platforms out there that are taking content. And so if you're trying to build a personal brand, I suggest you hit all of these various platforms, all the ones that are available. All right. How can I make my channel stand out? Well, I just said that. What's going on here? Clicked the wrong button. Oh, I was on the last question. That's the reason. I only had 4 questions today, and that's it. So, all right. I guess we're done with our questions for the day. All right. If you've got any more questions, why don't you jump into chat and let me know. See if you've got anything that you can add to the conversation here. And hello, how we doing on time? Well, we're coming up on about an hour. Boy, an hour flies by really quick. I'm not crazy about talking to myself, though, so some of you people need to stop by and jump into chat and say hello. Well, let's jump down to our guest speaker for the day. Ali Abdal is an interesting guy. Ali started out as a medical student, and he started posting videos when he was in medical school to help other medical students pass their exams. And his channel just blew up. And now he is one of the major influencers on YouTube. He has a great channel, and he is really good at what he's doing. And so let's check out Ali, see what he has for us today.
And only when we can think of a really nice title and thumbnail for a video do we then even consider what the video outline is going to be or think about writing the video. Now,
Okay, did you hear that? How do most people, well, I say most, how do a lot of content creators go about coming up with their video ideas? They come up with an idea for a video, then they shoot the video, and then somewhere along in the process, maybe right before they upload it, they come up with the thumbnail and the title. Well, Ali is talking about doing the exact opposite. You come up with a thumbnail first and a good title, come up with a good thumbnail and a title, and then start thinking about the content. He's turning that on its
part
head.
of my part-time YouTuber Academy, I've interviewed dozens of ridiculously successful YouTubers, from several 100,000 subscribers to over 10 million subscribers, and I always ask them, what is one thing that you wish you knew before starting YouTube? And this is the one thing that they say. They always talk about the importance of the title and the thumbnail, and every single YouTuber learns this the hard way, that over time, you've got to do your title and thumbnail first and then worry about the content of the video itself. What I would encourage you to do is to think about who is the person you actually want to be watching this video.
Boy, there again, he talks about it's an absolute necessity to start out with the thumbnail and the title first before you start creating the content. That is so bizarre to a lot of creators, but it is really the best way to do it.
Whatever the video is, it's not aimed at everyone. This video is not aimed at everyone. It's aimed at people who want to start or who want to grow a YouTube channel, who are probably quite sophisticated, who are probably highly attractive and very intelligent, people like you. And therefore, it wouldn't make sense for me to make the thumbnail for this video something like this. That would be pretty absurd, right? Like, it's not really the vibe of this sort of educational video. Even though this thumbnail might work for a Mr. Beast video, it's not going to work for a video on this channel because it's a different kind of target audience. So yes, title and thumbnail are very important, but that doesn't mean you need to follow the Mr. Beast formula for titles and thumbnails. Think about what would resonate with your target audience. Relatedly, we come to lesson number 6, which is the importance of the first 30 seconds. So if the title and thumbnail were ridiculously important, the first 30 seconds of your video are like secondary in terms of importance, but also very, very, very important. You'll see that in the first 10 or 20 seconds, a lot of people will have clicked on the video and then they will leave the content. And with a lot of channels, especially educational channels, you'll get 30 seconds into the video and only half of the people will be left remaining. That means that any effort you put into the first 30 seconds of the video or the first minute of the video will be disproportionately seen by way more many people than the effort that you put into the second half of the video, where maybe only 10 or 20% of the audience is remaining. And so the way to think about this is that if you're spending lots and lots of time on your editing, but the funky animations you're making come 7 minutes into the video, chances are very few people are going to see them. Try your best to front load the effort into the video so that as soon as someone clicks on it, they see, oh, a lot of effort has gone into this, and then they're more likely to stick around once they turn their phone sideways, once they click full screen. At that point, you can back off a little bit, but you do have to do quite a lot of work up front to get people hooked onto the content. Lesson number 7.
Okay, let's stop there. Man, he made some excellent points. I mean, think about what he's talking about here. And then let's think about the video we just watched. Coming up with a good thumbnail, the good title, and then the intro, the first 20 seconds. And I think back to the video we just watched with the guy washing the car. When did he tell us the story behind the car about the person being a hoarder, the car being a mess, and that the family wanted this car cleaned up and he was willing to do it for free? When did he tell us about the story of the whole video, the reason he was doing it? He was 7 minutes into the video before he got to that point. Ollie just pointed out that within the first 20 seconds is where you want to load up all this important information as much as you can in order to get the viewer hooked. That's why I'm wondering if he would have been better off at the beginning telling us the story behind this car. I think I would have been more interested in staying with him to wash the car and watching him do the work had I known the background and the history and the story behind the family. Even if he could have maybe interviewed the family up front and had some footage, some B-roll of the family explaining or talking about the car and how they wanted it cleaned. So Ollie makes a good point. You've got to think about the title, the thumbnail, and the intro. You've got to get those 3 things nailed. I've got to get those 3 things nailed down. And I am the world's worst about putting the thumbnail and the title and the intro up front and getting those nailed down. I'm so creative in terms of I'm such a hurry, and I'm such in a hurry to get to the content of the video, to shoot the video. That's where the fun is, in shooting the content. And so I put off doing the thumbnail and the title and tend to do that later on. But man, I've got to really start spending more time up front on the title and the thumbnail. And then I can start thinking about how I want to introduce the video based on the title and the thumbnail. Because I've got to get those 3 things in sync. And I've got to get those 3 things to hook the viewer. Otherwise, the content doesn't matter because they're not going to be around to watch it. So, let me know what you think. Thanks for being with us today. Looks like my hour is about up. Let me know in comments. If you're watching this a year from now, let me know in comments what you think. And we're here to help you. Social media, YouTube channels, We're here to grow our channels together, help one another. We want to build a community of content creators where we can hash things out. And I'll be coming to you live weekdays, 9 a.m., live from the coffee shop, Lamppost Coffee Shop in the Austin, Texas area. So it'll be Monday, November the 3rd will be our next live stream, and I'll see you then. Happy Halloween, by the way. I almost forgot. It's Halloween. So, have a nice weekend. Happy Halloween. Eat lots of candy, and I'll see you Monday morning, 9 o'clock. I am over and out.
Thanks for watching. See you again soon.
And wave your board, ba-da-ba-da-ba